Okay, so here I am, Juice Fast, May 2020, 10 days, and I missed checking in yesterday, which is okay. Basically, this is about day 7, 8, and a little bit about day 9, morning of day 9. And, I was 7 and 8, I was I had juice, I drank juice, I drank green tea, I don't even know if I drank black tea, a little hot chocolate. I had the only way I really cheated was I had a little dish of pickles at one point. But basically, what it was I just didn't feel like drinking juice, didn't feel like eating. I was just sort of, I was in activity quite a bit. So it was like I was just not motivated. So it was just kind of, getting through. Weighed in this morning and my weight was pretty much the same. So whatever I'm doing, it's not dropping my weight, but it's still okay. And this morning I woke up, and I just had my green tea. Oh, I had some juice that I had. I was very hungry. In fact, I was hungry last night, like physically hungry. Didn't want to eat. I didn't, I was like, I didn't want to have any juice. I had a little juice. It was like, I just was like, just deal with it. And I did have a little trouble going to sleep last night. And it's probably, the body does a lot of repair or a lot of sort of digestive processes, I think, when you're sleeping. In fact, sometimes when you want to go to sleep, you'll have a bowl of cereal and it sort of is like a narcotic to signal the body to go to sleep, have a little rest. And when I don't eat, when there's not a lot of food, I guess my body's just, doesn't feel the need to sleep so much. So I did have trouble getting to sleep, which was interesting. I didn't sleep very much last night, but fell asleep after meditation. I had a really deep sleep, so somehow I'm okay. And so this is the morning of day 9. Um, I'm almost there. I know that. I can count, sort of. Not really, sort of. And I know 9 is close to 10. And I realized this morning that I really needed to do a lot of juicing because I still had a lot of vegetables. In fact, I was going to make a tomato juice, and I realized I didn't have peppers and I didn't have really enough tomatoes to make a good tomato juice. So, but I did have pineapple, watermelon, kale, spinach, celery. What else did I have? I just had a lot of that stuff. And I just got my juicers out. I put them, instead of doing it in the kitchen, I put them on this table here so I could sit down, my cutting board, my trash can, and watched a show while I cut the vegetables and juiced and managed the mess and um because I really didn't getting down to juicing is not the most fun thing to do, but I just knew if I wanted to get through today, tomorrow, and not end up with a bunch of useless vegetables really at the end, wasted vegetables, that I needed to get down to business. I did. I have, 3 big containers of juice in the fridge, and, I have a little glass here. It's green, pineapple, and watermelon. Very, very good. And after I juiced and I did a little cleaning up, and then I had some of this juice here, half a glass of it. It's like once that hits the system, it's like I'm good. It's like I'm done. It's like I can make it. It's like, I'm on a roll. So that's it. I'm checking in just because it's part of my process here. It keeps me accountable, keeps me on track. It really helps me to stay motivated and to have the juice fast be more real, for me, so that I don't just, well, I'll ditch it. Although there's not really much chance of that. And in terms of weight loss, which is one of my main, is my main reason for doing this, is if I got my papers out from I track my weight, and I was topping out at like 137. And that was like, I don't know how many weeks ago. Let's say a month ago. No, it wasn't a month ago. It was it was last winter, right? When I started pushing back. And if I hadn't started pushing back when I was 137, I would have been 138, then I would have been 142. So if I hadn't started pushing back, even with a little bit of self-control with eating, probably be 142 and exercising and all that kind of good stuff. And now I'm 127. And let's say that really when I finish, I'll be 130. So we're talking 12 pounds. Hey, I think that's the right calculation. That's why I do this, because if I don't push back, I creep the other way. And I talked on the phone with a woman yesterday who told me that she lost 100 pounds 10 years ago and she's kept it off since then. We both had a conversation about, I told her that, that I work really hard to maintain my weight or to keep it in the zone. And we both had a discussion about how difficult losing weight is, how we don't really understand it in the culture, how difficult it is to maintain weight once we lose it so we don't yo-yo, gain it all back. And it was really good to talk to somebody who, walked the walk, done it, knows all how it's done. She did it with diet, which, man, my hat goes off to her. That's a lot of self-discipline, self-control. And my next vision for myself is to only eat what my body requires. And I've said this before, it's really only a handful of rice and vegetables a day, just to, whatever my hand can hold. I know that. It's really it. The mind, and to not see food as an action or something to do, a time filler, something to do, a treat, to treat myself when I don't really want to do stuff. And, just a lot of, I would like to see those changes. I don't know if it'll ever happen. I might, forever just keep pushing back, after lapses. But that's where I am. I just wanted to check in. This is day 7, day 8, morning of day 9. Hopefully I'll check in tomorrow with, 9 and 10. And then after 10, then it'll be the results and the review of my May 2020 10-day juice fast.